Hey Fit Fam, let's talk about the fire hydrant. The fire hydrant is a great lower body warm up, and I love it the most because it's not just something to move my body and get my legs ready, but it also helps connect that mind and body. So you'll hear me talk a lot about this. Mind muscle connection is super important. And I think warming up with exercises that really focus on a mind muscle connection and putting the breath and movements together, combining the core, is super important to get our whole body ready for a workout. The fire hydrant is going to be on your hands and knees. If you'd like to use a pad, it gives your knees a little bit of cushion, but it does actually increase the instability that you have too. So it will make it technically a little bit more challenging, but it also will protect those knees. So knees are on the pad. You're coming into that tabletop position. For a tabletop position, we're gonna make sure we spread those fingers, rotate the wrist slightly to take away some of that pressure on those arms, okay? And then we're gonna make sure we pull those shoulders out of those ears. When I come into my tabletop, I want my hands underneath my chest. Don't let them creep out in front, because then we're cheating our core. Too much pressure in the shoulders and not getting enough support in that upper body, okay? So find that tabletop position, kind of tuck in those elbows. And then what we're going to do for a fire hydrant is you're just going to lift one leg like you're peeing like a dog on a fire hydrant, hence the name, okay? So then you set it down. I like to work one side at a time so I can really control the range, see if I can get a little more height, get a pause, really make sure I have that control with the mind, the body connecting as one. Sometimes I'll set a timer and do each side. Sometimes I'll work on doing a set number of reps. And then sometimes I actually pair it with a few more moves on one leg before I switch legs, but that's for another video. So anyways, we're gonna come into that tabletop position. And then when we lift this leg, what you should notice is the arm of the moving leg is actually doing most of the work of supporting your body, okay? And that same oblique of that moving leg is going to be highly activated. Our goal here is that we don't lean to that other side. If we're leaning into that other side, one, we probably have to work on the placement of our knees underneath the hips and our hands underneath our chest. But then we also need to work that core control and that stability, that mind muscle connection. So on that exhale, you're going to lift up that leg and then slowly lower that. A lot of people, they just come up and down here, and you haven't realized the engagement that happens here and here, and the control you need from the opposite butt cheek to hold you there, then you didn't hold it long enough, okay? I want you to take that extra second, pause, make sure you feel engagement in all those right places, and then take it down. And then lift up and pause, and then take it down. You could actually add a challenge by taking that opposite hand of the moving leg up to your shoulder for a balance challenge, more core stability required. You can also add a band to your thighs, or even add a weight behind that leg. Any of those options are going to increase the intensity of your fire hydrant, but most importantly, focus on getting that basic move down first before you add. If you enjoyed this, please like the video and subscribe for more content like this.